Welcome to the British School YouTube channel for free lessons. Today our free masterclasses and free lessons of legal English of writing part. IELTS Cambridge exam, International Language English Certificate. You can pass successfully this exam with us, and we are providing this certificate for absolutely free. You just need to join to our free classes, stay in tuned, follow our Facebook page and Instagram account, subscribe to our YouTube channel for free courses. And today we are going to analyze and explore legal English of letter writing and memorandum writing. Legal English and plain English is very important. So, today our component is writing, and we need to focus on this. So this course actually belongs to lawyers, law students, or solicitors, or any other spheres regarding legal English. Because legal English is a various language from general English. Just as lawyers in your own country write in a various language from other people, so do English-speaking lawyers. Sentences are often structured differently in legal English. The words lawyers use are often centuries old and no longer commonly used in general English. Okay, I accepted that. We need to use phrasal verbs, collocations, expressions, not idiomatic expressions as well. It should be literacy, accuracy. New prepositions need to be learned. When you read a commercial contract or read a letter, there is a new technical vocabulary to understand on every page. So British School provides free IELTS legal English courses. Please stay in touch, stay in tuned. Subscribe to our YouTube channel, Facebook page and Instagram account, and we'll do our best. So, this lawyers English language course was written for legal professionals, maybe such as you, with your needs at the heart of this course. And it gives you free material you need to study in an efficient and effective ways. It is based upon our many years' experience of teaching and working with lawyers, law students, legal translators from around the world. So, it means that you need to have the connection with the British school experts and examiners to join to our free class. And we are providing with the certificate of the legal English, so you can address all your requests on the subject line by our email. We are convinced that this free course is the best study material and courses available to you. You cannot even and not able to find these free courses anywhere. You can Google it, but nowhere. It's not free. And accurate in all you do in English at work. This course is intended to be a complete course of preparation even for the TOEFL Foundation IELTS and higher exams in legal English. It's not only legal English, it's 3 parts of Cambridge exams, legal English. And British School recommends that anyone planning to take advanced exam of legal English should use this course as the material in its fundamental to any lawyer's English language skills. Even if you do not intend to take a legal English exam, you can use this free course as an advantage, as a complete course of self-study for legal English, and it's recommended to anyone who needs to use legal English at work. This free course is aimed at legal professionals, law students, and other persons who regularly deal with legal documents written in English. Plain English is very important. It's not childish English. Your English should be very precise. In other words, it constitutes a practical reference and self-study resource which will help you both understand English legal language as it appears in contemporary written and oral contexts, and to use clear, transparent, accurate English in everyday legal and business situations. So for entrepreneurs and businessmen as well. This course falls into various parts. Actually, the first part focuses on the key aspects of legal English writing and provides detailed coverage of the following areas: introduction to legal English, elements of legal writing, punctuation for legal writing, basic standards of legal writing, elements of good style, what you need to avoid, and you need to actually can select a British and American English, you know that. So British English is more accurate and literacy than American, you know that, but TOEFL needs American English. So here it is, writing task in IELTS Cambridge exam consists of 2 parts. So they are both compulsory. First part, you need to write a letter, legal letter. You need to write approximately 180 words. This is 40% of your marks. And the second part is you need to write a memorandum. It's approximately 250 words. This is 60% of your marks. Okay, and the second part of our courses deals with the drafting of contracts and other legal documents, as well as letters, as I said, emails, and memorandum. There is also one item and maybe chapter on applying for legal positions, which contains advice on the composition of resumes and application letters. Then the following areas are covered: contracts, performance, termination, remedies, structure, interpretation, contract clauses, types and specimen clauses, drafting legal documents, language and structure, correspondence and memoranda, applying for legal positions. Then the third part of our courses looks at the key areas in which English is used orally in legal practice and how English usage can be tailored to achieve maximum effectiveness in various situations. Specific suggestions as to phrases that may be used in commonly encountered situations are given throughout this part of our free courses. The following areas are covered: aspects of spoken English, meeting, greeting, getting down to business, interviewing and advising, dealing with, let's say, difficult people, 10-point guide, court advocacy, negotiation, chairing a formal meeting, making presentation, telephoning, So what makes English difficult, guys? It's said of chess that the game takes a day to learn and a lifetime to master. In similar vein, English is reported to be an easy beginner's language in which it's nevertheless very hard to achieve native level fluency. Why is this? There are probably four main factors from my opinion. This is my personal opinion, guys, that make English difficult to master. These are lack of clear rules of grammar. This is the first and foremost. We have seen how English is a product of various linguistic traditions. One of the results of this is a comparative lack of consistent grammatical rules. Prepositions are a clear example of this. The second is you need to expand your vocabulary. I'm telling you this always. You need to have a range of vocabulary. So that's why this is extensive vocabulary. Also why this is the main factor that make English difficult to master. There are many different ways of saying the same thing in English. This is again due to the fact that English draws upon different linguistic traditions. For instance, if you wanted to say that something was legally permissible, you could use the Old Norse Scandinavian derived word, lawful. Alternatively, you could use the Latin derived word, legitimate. Or, if you wanted a more emotive word, you could use the Old English word right. To take another illustration, when talking about employment, do you say calling, career, profession, employment, job, work, occupation, or vocation? The next is the use of phrasal verbs in English and in legal English as well. For instance, you put down a deposit and you enter into a contract. These combinations must be learned individually because they involve using a verb with a preposition or a verb or even both. And as I said aforementioned, prepositions do not follow clear, transparent grammatical rules. Some of the phrasal verbs, maybe collocations and expressions most commonly used in legal English, are set out in a glossary at the back of this course. The next is the use of idioms. Idiomatic expressions. Idiomatic expressions are groups of words whose combined meaning is different from the meanings of the individual words. To give some illustration, the expression over the moon means happy. It's very easy peasy, you know that. Idioms are frequent in ordinary English. They are a distinctive element on the way native English speakers use the language. They are found less often in legal English, but exist in some legal jargon. For instance, the expression all fours is used to refer to the facts of a case that correspond exactly to the facts of a previous case. What makes legal language difficult? One of the main reasons why legal English is sometimes difficult to understand is that it's not sometimes, usually, is often very different from ordinary English. This compromises two issues. The writing conventions are different. Sentences often have apparently peculiar structures. Punctuation is used insufficiently. Foreign phrases are sometimes used instead of English phrases. Let's say inter alia instead of among others. Unusual pronouns are employed the same. Therefore, set, etc., and so on, and unusually set phrases are to be found. Null and void, all and sundry. It was the first issue. The next is the second. A large number of difficult words and phrases are used. These fall into four categories, brief details of which I'm going to tell you. Let's say legal terms of art. So legal terms of art are technical words and phrases that have precise and fixed legal meanings and which cannot usually be replaced by other words. Some of this will be familiar to the layperson. Let's say patent, share, royalty. Others are generally only known to lawyers. Let's say bailment, abatement. A number of frequently encountered terms of art are defined in the glossary of legal terminology on our free courses. Legal jargon. Terms of art should be differentiated from legal jargon. Legal jargon comprises words used by lawyers, which are difficult for non-lawyers. To understand, jargon words range from near slang to almost technically precise words. Well-known examples of jargon include boil, plate, close, and corporate, whale. Jargon includes a number of archaic words no longer used in ordinary English. These include annul to declare that something, such as a contract or marriage, is no longer legally valid, and bequest to hand down as an inheritance property other than land. It also includes certain obscure words which have highly specialized meanings and are therefore not often encountered except in legal documents. So examples include emoluments, a person's earning including salaries, fees, wages, profits and benefits in kind, and provenance, the origin of early history of something. Legal meaning may differ from the general meaning. There is also a small group of words that have one meaning as a legal term of art and another meaning in ordinary English. One example is the word distress, which as a legal term of art refers to the seizure of goods as security for the performance of an obligation. In ordinary English, it means anxiety, pain, or exhaustion. Here, actually, I would like to give you some examples. Word and its legal English meaning, let's say consideration. In legal English means an act, forbearance, or promise by one part to a contract that constitutes the price for which the promise of the other party is bought. Consideration is essential to the validity of a contract other than one made by deed. Word and its ordinary English meaning, consideration. In ordinary English means first, careful thought. The second, a fact taken into an account when making a decision, and the third is thoughtfulness towards others. Okay, let's go once again to the legal English meaning. Construction. In legal English means interpretation. To construe is the infinitive verb form of the term. Let's go to ordinary English of construction. Means first the action of constructing, building, making, second a building or other structure, and the third one the industry of erecting buildings. Let's go to the legal English terms. Redemption. In legal English means the return or repossession of property offered as security on payment of a mortgage debt or change. But redemption in ordinary English usually means Christian salvation. In Easter, let's go to the legal English. Tender. Word means an offer to supply goods or services. Normally, a tender must be accepted to create a contract. Tender in ordinary English means first gentle and kind. First of food, easy to cut or chew. Third of a part of the body, painful to the touch. Fourth, young and vulnerable. Fifth, easily damaged. Can you see the difference? And resemblance? Yes, difference, too much. So words may be used in apparently peculiar context. A number of words and phrases which are used in ordinary English are also used in legal English, but in unusual contexts. Examples include furnish, prefer, hold. For details of the meanings of these and other words and phrases, refer to the glossaries dealing with obscure words and phrases. So actually, what we will have on our free legal writing courses, we will make out articles, prepositions, pronouns, adjectives, adverbs, collective nouns, uncountable nouns, past tenses, verb forms, phrasal verbs, idiomatic expressions, collocations, negatives, sentence structure, relative pronouns. Then we will go forward to punctuation for legal writing, general points and punctuation marks. Then we will move forward to basic standards of legal writing, dates, numbers, as here it is, citations, terminology and linguistic peculiarities, abbreviations even, business buzzwords. Then we'll move forward to elements of good style, clarity, consistency, effectiveness. It means general considerations. So we will move forward to effectiveness, examples of bad style, maybe word style and analysis. Then we will need to avoid, and what we avoid, ambiguity, sexist language, constantly litigated words, false word pairs, problem words even. Yes, it is. Then we will have some differences between British and American English, in language use conventions, vocabulary, differences related to cultural values. Then we will move to contracts, performance, termination, remedies. Then we will move to contract structure and interpretation, principles maybe of interpretation. Then we will move forward to contracts, clauses, types, specimen clauses. We'll have some definitions, main commercial provisions, secondary commercial provisions, boilerplate clauses, as I have already highlighted for you from my previous speech. Then we will move forward to drafting legal documents, language and structure, operative language, troubleshooting issues, drafting exemption clauses, structuring a clause, layout and design, checklist, contract comprehension exercises, specimen contract. Then we will move to correspondence and memoranda, letter writing style, letter writing conventions, specimen letter, emails, language for letters and emails, checklist. Then we will move to applying for a legal position, if you would like to have this. Then we will move to aspects of spoken English. Spoken and written English compared, body language. It means gesticulation, tone of voice, emphasis, techniques. Then we'll move to meeting, greeting, getting down to business. The opening phase, establishing a basis for communication, getting down to business, small talk, exercises. I know it's a bit complicated, but it will be very easy for you if you will pass successfully other Cambridge exams. And if you are a lawyer or law students, or you would like to enter to the law university, law college or academy, it doesn't matter. It will be very easily for you. Then we will move forward to interviewing and advising. Preparation, conduct of the interview, language, client interview transcript, and a checklist. Then we will move to dealing with the difficult people. Yes, guys, we do have 10 points guide. Emphasize, avoid defensiveness, seek more information, anger management, Do not be judgmental, avoid unrealistic promises, use human language, set a realistic timetable for action, deal with perceived irrelevance, avoid annoying the client. Another way is court advocacy. Structure of a civil trial: examination, chief, cross-examination, re-examination, general points, modes of address in court, suggested language, court hearing transcript. And the next is negotiation. Negotiation styles and strategies, difference in negotiations, language, the qualities of a good negotiator. You should be a good, best actually negotiator. Preparation of 5-step plan, the good negotiation process, negotiation ploys, suggested language, killer lines for negotiations, negotiation transcript. Then we will go to clearing, actually chairing a formal meeting, the role of the chair, structure and language, suggested language, making a presentation, preparation, structure, content, language, suggested language, and we will have some presentation exercises, telephoning considerations, suggested again language, leaving a message on an answering machine. Maybe you would like making people speak more slowly and many others. So guys, if you have some questions, inquiries, or even queries, you just do not hesitate to contact us, British School experts and examiners, and we will do our best to feedback you as soon as possible, and namely during 24 hours, more significantly, that you can understand our strategy approach, and with the British School experts approach, you will get your desired score or relevant score of all Cambridge exams and legal English as well. So you can upload our video and join to our free classes of all Cambridge exams and levels and grades. You just need to drop the message through an email, and we will feedback you with the detailed information. So British School team would like to extend our special gratitude to all our students. Thank you for ongoing support. That's all for this lesson.